Yinarai assassini airport in my moja nananu shegu edigu on my
Hello, Melody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is about the second video or the third video I'm sending to you. And you haven't played them. But I know some people have played them anyway. It doesn't matter to me. I'm still sending you another video. I just want to interject or share my view about the Otumfuo and the Domahine. Their problem. I am not a Doma. I am not an Ahafo guy. And I'm not Bono guy. I am from the north. I'll tell you exactly, but I'm from the north. Let me tell you, I don't care about their feud. But the Asantehene should be circumspect with what he is doing. He's watering down that stool. And one thing he should realize is that kingdoms come and they fall. And so that Asante kingdom can fall. He should not be saying what he's saying. You see, you don't come
TV
and threaten the chiefs that you think are Ahafo people or the Bono people or the Doma people who are under you. Once you do that, you are creating a problem that you cannot solve. Because if the Ahafos, the Bonos, and the Doma people, those chiefs, probably he even installed, when they come together and say that, hey, we are not going to pay allegiance to the Asantehene again, there is nothing we can do. There is nothing, practically nothing that Asantehene can do, except go to war. And you know, in these modern times, if he goes to war, the Ashanti or the Kumasi that he knows will burn down, because most of the people living in that place are not Ashantis, if that's what he's thinking. There are Northerners, there are Airways, there are Nzmes, there are Fantis, there are all Gans, there are all kinds of people living there, intermixed. They are intermixed. And when crunch comes to crunch, they know where they belong. They will not fight for the Asante Kingdom. Because the Asante Kingdom, as we know it in the early days, it was people who fought for them. It was not the Asantes. People from the north, people from Nzima, people from
MELODIES
everywhere.
TV
It was
on
the
YouTube.
dangerous who were ruling. They fought to make the Asantes what they are today. It should be circumspect. It shouldn't be beating the drums of war by threatening that those chiefs from Ahafo and then Bono, and then what can he do? He can't do nothing to them. You see, the Bono people there, when they know very well they are from Bono, you have to be what you are. If they come together and say, hey, listen, we are not going to pay allegiance to Asantehene, nothing that Asantehene can do. Nothing. Practically nothing. So he should stop beating the drums of war. The second thing I want to go to is the governance of the country. What Asantehene no? What the Hosan? 2017, 2021, 2020, no, time when Akufo Abubai. All those years, the budget so every year they put a budget there that they are going to build interchanges for Asante Mine or Kumasi. This budget sikano fine for Asante no wote hono sikano fine wo ne Akufo Addo na mo chase Canada. Because every year he put it, because if you budget for something, the money is there. It means those monies, those were budgeted for all the interchanges, about 3 or 4 of them in Kumasi. Where did the money go? It is you Asante Hene, who shared. You are propping up the corruption of Akufo Addo. Ona mo chase Canada. Kyerɛ me baby asa interchanges sika no Akufo Addo no de share budget no say yɛbɛyɛ sei ama Kumasi, yɛbɛyɛ sei ama Kumasi, yɛbɛyɛ sei ama Kumasi no saa sika no ɛfa ahe Asante Hene wo ne Akufo Addo na kyɛ sika no di yɛ wo sɔre a sɛsi wa ma yɛhunu sɛ wo yɛ MPP ni yɛntua e-levy
MELODIES TV on YouTube.
Ya bra yɛtua taxes saa yɛhunu so fa so no yɛnsantua e-levy na mpɛsɛ me bi sɛ ɔsɛ 52.5 billion no a da hɔ no ɛwɔ sika no wɔ fa. We waste 12 billion on corruption cases alone in Ghana, but nobody has been prosecuted for those monies. Now, but now, says here, one may say, we are MPP, and we'll deal with you. We'll deal with you because unim adia mama yema winina santimanyina weni anso hospitals, secondary school, all kinds of things are mama be yema weni so because we're there people for so Nigeria santiman see. You know the history. People for no Nigeria santiman see. So be very circumspect. Kasa ye nkan be gyina won kan kwase asem wo janapo ba wo no a wo kyerɛ sɛ kase no so wanka adenti na wonka munnim wo mo a wo sɛyi nsuo no a wo tu galam sɛ ni na wo a wo yɛ Asante Hene asase no wo no a wonnim sɛ amanfo no sɛe eyi no ɛdeɛ na wo yɛ fa ɛdeɛ na wo yɛ fa. You were sitting there. The rivers were destroyed. The land was being destroyed. You never said anything. You never did anything. And yet you say you have 66 chiefs under you. So what? An ineffective person. Na mpese me bisa bibi kakra. Wo. Kwa mi na dua wo se bibi dua. Wa wo ya Asante Hene. Uko bra ni Kolosa o Canada anye oyi uko Britain uko bra anye oyi wase ya bidi Asante Hene so we ya Asante Hene sika pe pa na ope ka kire me kama amafo ntie sika ope e de na wo hia obiazu a wontimi nye bibia. Look, if you are talking about scholarships is nothing. When we look at what you get and what you are dispersing, it's not proportional. Why, look at Kumasi. You sold all the plots,
MELODIES
all
TV
the
on
land
YouTube.
to people, even waterway, including waterways. Now, one for Diana says he had no sugar crap. Kumasi a year. Why? Because what tons are selling now. What tons are selling? Or can it be but different here? A dear no by a dear Nasa or war by ye. You see, Openibi or Hanu Kasa, audience or Nyansa, not Nyansa and Woo. The Jimmy because we'll be an annual and Sema Becano and Fatano. It is why you come water. Who say, oh, wait, you are Nyansa, you are on Nyansa, Nidia. Because Jimmy, I want to will be an annual Casa, a Jimmy Kwa. This is what I've seen. Look, or Henry David said the Adami hate is our Quano. or any David. Me hated one say, what did you Asante? Any atem. But say, Siano, Asante, Fini, Otumfuo, or may you say, Asema David, or any David, he can in the he has vindicated or any David because of his stupidity. When I would throw fair salvo against Domahine in the due attempt, Domahine say, fix the country for no our more kasa. Omunya attempt the no, but asema womo kano, no correct. Omuyi attempt the free more. It's true. As I say, yeah, fix the country. What start is war fixing the country. Again, why yeah? Asante, you are working under the table for Akufo. Now make us interchanges. Sikani na omo share budget no more. Omo see interchanges no. Sikano hefa na fa wona Akufo na edi sikano. You are working under the table for Akufo, and you should be very, very careful because it is not as usual. Because assembly here, since you better from a neighbor first, be very careful. Because Asante man what is why we say we Otumfuo we yi kokono ohans afrifa sa akwano kra what they say or like I say woman scholarship share there scholarship nothing what say kunu utimi ko gina tek na wo ye dede about obi encroaching on the land omo encroaching on the land. What you tell us what you have done with the land. Tell us. Now would the man for be the one for the do ya pa say doma ahafo me they saying bonofo they can't come together if they can because they are pretending to be Asantes. Munya Asantefo doma ne bonofo ne ahafo munya Asantefo. You are the ahafos. You should come together and hold your kingdom. Otherwise, this king will disgrace you people. Man coming together. Look, today, China is say ahafuni, doma. Next time it will. Man coming together. Adia sa kwasia we. Our kobo bra or Canada anye year or they call London or some buyer. Wabatina kunyana so wodi kwase asem no man come together adia wo de bayem no e bayem nyan na doma hene be mi dia asante hene no start is wodi di doma hene atem me nye doma ni me free enough. I'm not from any of them, but the Asante king no is way over his league. He should be some good respect with what he says because people, we are not in the olden days. This year, a war here between Domahene or between the Ahafo, the Bono, and the Doma people. No, Ashanti will burn like hell. Nobody, the people who fought for you in the olden days, are not coming to help you again because who say development amama de ba Asante man Akufo ado bae kire me ade a wode aba abeye Asante man Rollins Akufo ado mama be sisi hospitals ni nyina de awon so we need so this year you came out to tell us that you are MPP so MPP now we the original NPP is Northern People's Party. I think you are aware of that. Woman womu tata nkrumu echiri a wompese womu kum no. Womu manom no womu nananom na sisi ya womu rule country no. Mo hwa ade a wode ye obode ye Ghana fo. Nkrumah was from a minority group. Wayenzimani no buy. Nkrumah we the capre a dankit will be no crying Nkrumah a dankit will be no we a dankit will be no one more tata na chisi one person one kunu one person one yen say no Omo nananom na omo manom na erule Ghana sesi ya. Akufo Addo ne papa ba ya obeye ceremonial president awo wonu bushia no pame Nigeria for no. The properties of the Nigerians were taken over by this very Akufo Addo's father. He took over those properties. Na Akufo Addo ba ya betonton binu bebrebe. Akufo Addo amobra. Ne papa fie ehonwo ti. Womo pame Nigeria for no G Nigeria for property ni na fire. It's the same thing now. They have come, their children have come around and they want to sell the country. Womo ton country no. A Japan deal, Diaben, all those things. They want to sell it so that they can be everything that you can think of. Ufaha na Akufo Addo wom. Ufasia na Akufo Addo wom. Why? Why is that? These are the very people who were following Nkrumah. If Nkrumah wanted to amass wealth, he could have amassed it the way he wanted. But Nkrumah, you as Antony cannot compare yourself to Nkrumah. Nkrumah mpemwasem. Nana mo pe Nkrumah asem. Ibisao. Se Nkrumah mpemwasem na wo pe Nkrumah asem. The chieftaincy institution was interfering in Nkrumah's vision. Na Nkrumah kase, the chiefs will run and leave their sandals behind because you people were interfering in everything Nkrumah was doing. It's not that he hated the Ashanti. He just didn't like the chieftaincy institution. Matata, kwa ima bono bombo, ba ye the same person mu kuno. Wo ye ya mu ntimi kuno. Mu tu nu ye ya mo betena aso. Alata fo eja padia na omo wo Ghana nyina wafa Akufo Addo papa yi. Na eye be ya se NPP the second most powerful party in Ghana will sit down for a crook like Akufo Addo with no law. He had a third class in economy, can windle his way, and scheme his way through this party to become a lawyer which he doesn't have a certificate to prove to, all the way to become the president of Ghana. And I wonder how smart the Ashantis are. If you say that, if you claim that party, that MPP is yours, and I'm wondering how smart you people are, that you will let a crook like Akufo Addo. Look at all those people. They are certificate-less people. All those people in Ghana now ruling, and I can mention a lot of names. We just 2-year diploma. It is a PhD. Within 3 years, PhD. Do you investigate those people? Do you investigate the people you put in place? I'm putting this to all the political parties, that should anybody come and say that I am this, I think they should set up a private investigator to investigate the person. See whatever he's saying, whether it's genuine or not. Akufo Addo crook like this. Look at the people ruling the country. They are all crooks. Weave one kwa. Omanu weave omanu ina say. Na watu Otumfuo udidi womwechi. Na wokan kwasi asem say amanfo ntuo e-levy. Omuntuo e-levy. Omuntuo e-levy na monsan chenni. Say de mo che interchange sika no di ye no. Omuntuo na monchenni. You should be ashamed of yourself to go and be talking that nonsense. Sorry, a journalist in yes. How many journalists are in position, have been promoted or have been given position by this Akufo Addo government? One, why you won't say that on the ground, you are working with Akufo Addo. Under the table, we be Akufo Addo be wunya humfaso. Serwaa Broni ka say, omo back mass no na omo koda o guest house na bibi say O guess house na man for kwada kono. Akufo Addo ne de entourage no. Na sen no mutu ya ma wo. Sen na wonya free ho. Se wonya bibie mfiri ho a wo mo koda ho free a wo de ma wo mo free a. Edie na wonya free ho. Edie na wonya free ho a wo de wo guest house na ma Akufo Addo ne ne entourage no. Wo ma da ho free because you are part of them. Corruption, you are part of them. We are as corrupt as anybody can be. Since you are one who say we are MPP, and we'll do that. Let me tell you. So as Antimane is here, your Fantes, we have the Hafos, we have the Brons, we have the Sefis, we have the Fantes, we have all those people. Na mama mia ni say. Mpese me ye Kumasi, a city. See they say Kejetia Afare Hospital. We see say I want to please this Ashanti people. We need so. We need and so. Na se mo ka se mo kwa na mo betumi rule Ghana on kan obi be ba obefa Akufo or Broni obi develop all these areas. Ako Sefi, Ako Western region, Takwa, Abosu, and all those places to Takrade. No develop ba that is say Cape Coast. Ni ahwe mo a mote mfimfini ho no ade a mo beye. Ain't now this sir. Na me make her say honestly not years but hey, let me just say, hey, as I take me there where somebody wishing to be here. But you water it down, you are watering down the golden soup. And I'm telling you one thing, this kingdom, that is the beginning of the end. Nobody, like people have started this respecting that kingdom. So shall it be. It will go down the drain. Because we a dear sika pa na wo asante na open. The present bisa sika saying na open wo we as no. Sika saying na open. Wakɔbɔ bra wɔ Canada, wakɔbɔ bra wɔ London, wasan aba abɛtena akonnwa yi so. Sika sɛn na wopɛ. A wontumi nyae legacy biara amanfoɔ bɛka sɛ, hey, Otumfuo sɛ tutu the second ana wode sɛ kora. Ɔbaeɛ no ɔbɛyɛ ese ma Kumasi, ɔbɛyɛ ese ma Kumasi, ɔbɛyɛ ese. Wowɔ scholarship, wowɔ deɛ bɛ. Those are nothing. All the chiefs, all Asante Henefoɔ no a ɔmbaeɛ no. He had those same things. What difference did you bring? Apart from building up the place, selling properties to 2-3 people, building up the waterways, and then when there is flood, when there is a little bit of rain, then it's flooded. Everywhere is flooded. Now what? You want say you want say you now want ye, and yet I will far. Okay, no one will say, oh, who did he assign him? But the guy is a crook. He's just like Akufo Addo. They are in the same game. Go to Canada and ask about ascending. What he came and did with one guy called Colosa. He died about 3-5 years ago. Find out what he was doing here in Canada. It was Rollins who saved him. No, call London. Into untimi nsesa wo suman kakrara. Kakada. Siasaba kwa. Ohini David said ya na me time sa Ohini David na wo didi watem na said ya na me bu mu pa na Ohini David na me ni me nkrofo bi kaza da me didi Ohini de wo ye kwasia wo ye say Ohini David no woni me ade ana no me nim. He foresaw, he realized what we were. I didn't know that. Now you've proven Ohini David right. Say we ye kwasia, we ye Jimini. Oh sorry, I now kaka. And then I have 60. Who cares about your 60? Look, those people you claim they are under you, no? Not all of them like you. They don't like you for what you are doing. They don't like you. It's just that they are keeping quiet and staying in their lane. You stay in your lane and stop the nonsense you are doing. Don't come up and talk about Domahini. Domahini is not talking about you. Domahini is just doing his thing, trying to help his people. That's all. You try and help your people. Look at how dirty Kumasi is. Kumasi used to be the garden city. A barn is saying, maybe a wow start you see crying. A barn is saying, now how you feel, sir, or Sarabia something, and I have this. Because yes, because you won't count it in home. When you, now, some baby, some a baby. Nya wo ho sɛ woyɛ something mehu sɛ kotekia afrefa na miɛnsa wɔ kakaka ɔbɛtena hɔ. You see, he's being a hypocrite. He's not being factual with the Asantehene. The Asantehene is delving into politics. That is my main concern. You don't have to go into politics, but you have declared yourself an MPP guy, and we shall treat you as an MPP guy. Why your home all I can say we MPP now we support Akufo you are on the ground, you are working under the table for Akufo. We know that. But a time will come that your relevance will be reduced to nothing, and we will see what you will do. Melody, Maka, maybe I said maybe see that. But as I said, in one shade we so Peswa Kasa, he should talk as somebody who is being revered, as we know. But if he come and talk nonsense, people will talk nonsense back to him, because he's not the Almighty God. Nothing, practically nothing he can do. Won't mean you would take Otumfuo, Ahafofoɔ ne Bonofoɔ no wɔn agyaagyaa wɔn ho wɔn bebree pɛ sɛ wɔn yɛ Asantefoɔ. Wɔn nyɛ Asantefoɔ, wɔn yɛ Otumfuo, wɔn yɛ Ahafofoɔ, wɔn yɛ Bonofoɔ. Stay in your lane and look at Ghana. Look at Osho wɔn esua adeɛ paa ɛyɛ Domane Ahafofoɔ. Look at them. Bora oba abrochire ha na obehwehwe wɔn esua adeɛ, because wɔn ayɛ wɔn ho sɛ Asantefoɔ, but they are not. They are Ahafo, they are Bonos, they are Doma. But I don't know why they want to be Asante. They should be what they are. Dr. Opuninumi nyinaa yɛ Ahafofoɔ. They are not from Ashanti region. Dr. Opuni is a revered surgeon. The Honor said, Ununkwana Woody. Ahafofoɔ come together, because Asante won't to me yamu hute, no human warrior, 1 year hute, won't to me yet. He's a crook. Now he has proven Henry David right. Say, one no, or you crook, and we'll treat him as such. Oh, sorry, I will support you, lady. Sikano Akufo 50-something million na ete hono obi akofa no. I don't think na wumi sasa Sikano once 12 billion na afa corruption hono. I don't think na once Akufo ye bibi na ye good a. So ye bibi na ye money aka. Eba electricity a wo dum so eba ya wo nneoma say in there na wa ba na wo beka. Wo beka no. When the mama for nneoma asay. Say maybe you were the last person that wo nneoma say. Baby say a man for omotiti Ghana ho ono nneoma bebre say because of this. So when ni ano a ombeka. Eto de ene wo beka. We have the men. Mo men nini. I'll be surprised if this MPP would come back to power for the next presidency. because one reconstitute this MPP. And you know, a general and a diversified political party. Namuti onam say a Ashanti party, you will regret. You stay in a position for a very long time, and I'm telling you this. Akufo says you are not to be what take on. It took a be like on. When we say Guinea, ya ye Burkina Faso ya ye ku ho. Montina ho sa you see sa what they say. They were here chief of defense staff. Montina ho. You be born to you one sa kwan. You be born to you. Because people are angry. They are angry because we are endowed with all the natural resources. Now, what mean foreigners back? No, we take about 90% of the court. No more 10%. 10% no more here. 10% no. And the end I'm here. What's your sabapa? You go can na mujina pay e-levy. One entry e-levy. Why the entry e-levy? What's that entry e-levy? Give up the things you are enjoying under this government. Some ministers, their payment, Article 71 people, no, woman chunk was 7, she cannot hear the one, put it down to 50%, and we will have that money to fix the e-levy. Na mo to her, but see for Akufo, the papa beg a lot of one in enough land in enough fire. The properties in our fire. But Siasaba or sorry, I know a person or Tongue Ghana car or Tongue Ghana car in Japan. They are idiot. No what to tell no the show of once. Nature says, oh, free power proud. Nature said they can still control the country because everything is for them. As Siasaba, I can now wasn't an over can be sensible. Now was all did you want. Anyway. I'm not surprised because you are a cook just like Akufo. You are a cook just like Akufo. But now I can say, you're illegal. Not journalists, not journalists. What are you talking? How many journalists have been put in position by Akufo? Can you talk about that? The journalists are not supposed to. Akieni said it. You cannot. How can you criticize a government who has given you position? The Ghana Constitution say you are the president is the appointing authority of the chief justice. Is the appointing authority of the chief of the chief of staff, military, visa, police, IGP. If you have the appointing authority to all these people, where do you think their allegiance lies? Lies with you. Because they know that if they don't pay allegiance to you, you fire them. Too much power into the hands of the government, the president, which is not really anything Ghanaians should go to. You know, let the police constitute their own council and select within them who should be the IGP. Let the military constitute their own self and select who should be their chief of staff or whatever they call it. Not the president appointing. You can appoint a lieutenant as the chief of defense staff. Nobody can talk. You can even appoint a sergeant. Why is that? You see, the fact is that Akufo Addo. Somebody says, Serwaa Broni can't. Nyame na me kan. Serwaa Broni say, Omoko Kumase no, Omoko da. Asante Hene guest house. Na me bisa say. Say na Asante Hene. Mutuyama Akufo Addo a wako Kumase a wako da na guest house. So the money free say we na danfo a. Ebie na Asante Hene no wonye free sa danfo no. It means there is something he's getting from Akufo. In America, say, some interchanges now, when the bar on 2017, 2018, 2019 budget, when they say it is in the budget, especially they have allocated money for those things. The interchanges never came up. Where did that money go? It is this very Otumfuo, Akufo, Akufo, and exercise. It is Otumfuo. Don't mean anything against Akufo. He can't say anything because of Kakaga of a cases here on maternity. On Mecca, hey, Massa, ya say, see. It won't mean that. When you can see it as I'm telling you. And who did it is right. This guy is a crook and stupid. If he had been somebody who was smart, he would have known how to play the game. He doesn't know. Who other kind? Since he had 1 million himself, we were MPP. But you will see what will happen. Development will not go to Asante again. Development will go to Cape Coast, Western Region, Takoradi, and Ahanta Land Hall, near Pacifico, near Fabroho, near Developer, near Fabian, near Asante. One of the people answer my young say, no all, the Fabian, because Ghana doesn't belong to you people. That's what you should know. Even the Kumasi you are sitting there doesn't belong to you people. Because I'm not one or more. The Kumasi one feel. A billion papa free no, a billion mammy free Nizima, a billion free safety, a billion free incline, a billion free airway, a billion free the bomba, all kinds of things. No, Mumba Tio, what Tachiman says here, Tachiman for honor. Majority of them are nonsense. That woman and no never now. Says you only a Tachiman. You have Wala, you have Sisala, you have all kinds of these people living there as Tachiman people. And the same thing is international. It would be a grown plunging that country, that not country, because you can't plunge the country into war. You can only plunge the Kumasi into war. That place will burn like fire. Because when crunch comes to crunch, the people know where they come from. They know where they come from. So be circumspect. Because Shasem no wooden war. Just am was Shasem. You know, be an elder statesman that I thought you were, and stop meddling yourself into politics. But say mama be see at our hospital. I be yes, mama be ye we need so. Akufo interchanges no. One physical number. When baby as gonna fire, you are part of it. Because the money was allocated. The money was meant for interchange. The interchanges were not built in 2017. They were not built in 2018. They were not built in 2019. They were not built in 2020. Where is the money? Because when you budget, the money is there. Where is the money? You as Antony, you know about it. Come out and tell us that you don't know about it. Melody, Bonini, that's what we are. Me, I'm not a small boy. I'm 69. I'm retired and I'm living here in Canada. I really wanted to come back home and stay there. But this stupidity, this kind of rule that we are having, we are not coming there. Madam for here, Madam for with Microsoft, Cisco system, computer engineer, or tech, or electrical, no computer car. Massa, when we manage something to, like if you want to quit a year slow, obviously, Akwani is got Ghana. Good in the company. 2 years down the road, he came back because Ghana former. I'm not told you are done over the business. I'm for foreigners. According to me, you but I'm saying for contracting money that. What now for 2 years or somebody? Or buy luckily enough, Cisco system, no Microsoft, a woman contract. If you need for 6 months, you need 2 months, only a couple of months, or say, I'm no sorry, I am young running for Zika Meto, Namusan, yes, as you can say, but to Switzerland, and Canada, and America. What's your Jimmy? Yamma, Monfa, 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 mo country, no, as your summer quack, Akufo Addo. Hey, na cook we was she we sa the president. Na MPP pa we have the men, we have we have the men, we have the men. Nti mo men na mo won ni. Mo men no na mo won. Eno ne amambu. Won kira ne ade ba ko Akufo ade aye a. Mutumi aka say ebi a KGT market no is comparable to it. Afare hospital is comparable to it. Kumasi Terminal 3 is comparable to it. Bank of Ghana Hospital is comparable to it. When Chile had been back, for no Wabe, no Abobosi, Abba, into a dear way. Then can you into Melody, you will see her. But my friend, it is not easy. It is not easy. You can't let it cook like that. He has virtually destroyed the country. It will be difficult even if Mama comes back. Unless he is very aggressive and put people to trial, charge them, jail them, there is no way he can succeed. The Constitution must be amended, just like Upper Mills visited the Constitution. Because yes, I know the appointing authority of all those nonsense by the president doesn't bode well with the Ghanaian people. Thank you very much. Bye.